I found an expression lately that I think deserves a little bit of attention, although we all know we all know what it means. The eye in the heart. That's it, the eye in the heart. We all have an eye inside the heart. And I've talked about this earlier in quite many videos about the eye and the heart, about this sense where we know everything, the knower within. The knower within is the eye and the heart. The knower within is the eye in the heart. And the observer within is the surrounding space around the eye in the heart. Right. But whatever words we put into this, it's worthy of attention, because the eye in the heart, that's where we want to be. That's our house. Our true house is the eye in the heart. We see with our eye in the heart. That's our compass. That's our only source of navigation, the eye and the heart. If we don't have the eye and the heart, we will get lost. And this world is not only lost, it is so completely lost that it doesn't nearly give any sense to talk about how lost it is. I mean, it has lost all kind of discernment, all kind of direction, all kind of value, all kind of strictly seeing with the eye in the heart. This world has lost so many things because it is lost in concepts. Mankind is lost in concepts. We are lost in thinking. And why? Well, because we believe that the validity of thought and language is something that is real, but it's not. The validity of thought and language is not real. There is no validity there. We give thought and language validity. We are the ones who give thought and language validity. It is not valid in themselves. There is not a single thought that has validity. It is we with our inner heart, with the eye of the inner heart, who gives justification and validity to thought and language. But we have to remember the source. We have to remember what we are. We have to remember the truth and not get lost in all these concepts, because all these fake fuck faggots, now I'm going to use my favorite word that I've made up myself, fake fuck faggots. And fake fuck faggots are opportunists, they are incompetent people, basically. They are basically incompetent. And they are opportunists, and they are parasites on culture, on politics, on relationships, on anything. People are devoid of true self. People have lost themselves, and so they become toxic and evil and narcissistic and parasitic. They have lost the source. They have lost the diamond. They have lost the lump of gold that should float around in the heart. If you disconnect from everything, from language, from thinking, from the world, from the news, from everything that we conceptualize, from our own interpretation machine, from our own projection machine, if you disconnect from everything, from people, from social codes, from culture, from everything that conditions our mind, then what would happen? Then we will find something else beneath and under all of this. So we have to disconnect once in a while, 10,000 times each day. We have to disconnect from that which conditions our mind. And we can do that by coming and taking abode, taking up our own home inside the eye of the inner heart, or at least we can let go of all the mental stuff that swirls around in the brain. Even science is full of so-called scientists that are not true, real scientists, but who come there to make a name for themselves, who come there to be a parasite on the cake of science. to the cake of spirituality. A lot of fake fuck faggots come to the cake of spirituality. So it's possible that I'm a fake fuck faggot as well, but I'll take that chance. And politics and art, the art world is full of fake fuck faggots. And that's why I go to spirituality, because there is no, first of all, there is no freedom of speech anymore, politically or religiously. So it doesn't make sense to be an intellectual anymore, because you'll just get in trouble if you speak the truth or say what you mean or whatever, or if you analyze something that is a taboo to analyze. So what's left? Well, only God is left, or the ultimate value, the ultimate absolute. But at least we have to address issues like this and talk about things like this, and that which makes it possible for us to navigate here in this world, in this climate, in this burning climate that we're living in this climate change, in this arena of incompetence and conflict and ignorance and blindness. The thing that can give us true direction is, of course, the eye in the heart. The eye in the heart. And I will give true credit to those who prefer to give some focus and value to the eye in the heart and forget everything else, because that is, of course, the way to freedom, is the way to God, is the way to a good life. If you trust the eye and the heart, and if you are satisfied by what the eye and the heart is telling you, then you get nourishment and you get what you need from the eye and the heart. But because we get lost in the brain, in the mind, in the psychological self, in all the bottled up emotions that we haven't been able to let out because of society, because of the social game, because of this, because of that, because of all the codes, because of all the cultural and social codes that controls this world. We cannot release all of this. But we can come to the eye in the heart. We can come to the eye inside the heart. We can find the eye in the heart. And it is with the eye and the heart that we can see that which matters most, and it is in the eye of the heart where we can find our true home and our really good life in this world of hopeless conflict and differences that are not allowed to become that which they truly are, because of the censorship, because of control, because of social and cultural codes. So this talk was a little something to the beautiful thing that is called the eye in the heart.